We interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you this special update.
Update. Your update will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Be ready. Ready. Yeah, be ready. 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 Ready.
We are here with the number 12 candidate on the UP slate on the green team, Miss BushT herself. Almost feels like the energy of the party, so to speak. This feels like it's been, this is Mr. Tamara, Leonard, of course. This feels like it's been a journey of years in the planning for you, Tamara. You are here, you are running for parliamentary elections. Tell the people, why are you running and how is it going?
Okay, well, first of all, thanks for having me. Good afternoon, St. Martin. I am Tamara Leonard, as he mentioned. My reason for running for country elections, for parliament elections, is, you know, Mikey, as a child growing up, everyone has this vision of themselves. And back then it was Ralph Richardson was the lieutenant governor, and my grandmother used to take us to the administration building the night of elections, the result. And I remember way back then when, if I'm not mistaken, it was one of Mr. Watty's times that he had won, and they were standing there all and I just envisioned that as a child. But besides that, through life, as I grew, as I developed and went through everything, including education and coming back home, starting a business, going to work in the private sector. I've had some experience within the government system through the tourism ministry. One of the things that's happening to me now that I am on my own, that I am self-employed and represent my dad and his company, is there's a sense of responsibility that literally weighs down on my shoulder, whereby I can today say that I am successful. I can actually embrace it. I never used to say it out bold before because it felt like I was boasting or bragging. But the fact that I am where I am today through hard work and that I can live comfortably, I believe that that's an opportunity that should be available for every one of us. And there's no way, it's no fun just you alone growing in your community and no one else is growing. There's something I get from watching our people grow too, you know, and being a part of that is one thing, but being a part of not only the growth, because our country is growing, whether we like it or not, with governments falling or standing, our country is on a roll. But the sustainability of that is a concern, and so I feel like my contribution to not only the continuous growth, but the sustainability of our country is a reason why the time is now. I've built and I've worked towards this just about all my life, mistakes and all, shaped me into who I am today and positioned me to say that I can today run for country and represent my people with in an orderly fashion, with integrity and transparency.
Now, I've heard you say before that people shouldn't be afraid of success. A lot of people tend to sometimes maybe look down on success, but I mean it stems from hard work. So
you know, it's not a matter of being afraid of success or being ashamed of success. It's the society we grew up in. We have to be real. One of the things that is noticed by now, or people will learn, is that I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it raw, you know, and we need to be able to relate to each other. And one of the things is it's not a matter of being successful or not successful. What our issue is how it's embraced within the community, how it's embraced within the society. We have to adapt a culture of being appreciative and actually liking or feeling good about watching each other grow. We have to stray away from the pulling down, the crab in the bucket mentality. We have to stray away from it. It is one of our main issues in this country. Even before, with every manifesto you could bring in, every platform you could bring in, everything. If our people don't change our thought pattern, we're going to have a problem. You know, so it's not a matter of being afraid of success, you know. It's a matter of our people actually endorsing us, actually embracing us, actually, you know, don't mind saying, hey, T, a young lady came to me yesterday basically with an idea of something that I do, and I was so happy to help her, to see her grow. It's going to be it's like my passion. I love to see people around me grow.
Now, how would you as an MP will get people to embrace that?
I think one of the things that our people do not understand, and the more and more I go out and talk to them, and yes, I have been campaigning for about 2.5 years now, from Team St. Martin. I went in campaign mode. And one of the things that we have with our people, and I actually lost track of the question. What?
You can edit it. You were mentioning getting people to embrace the fact that we don't have to always cut each other down, etc.
No, your question.
And I ask you, how would you as an MP get people to embrace that mind?
Okay.
Right.
So, and one of the things our people have to understand first the system and the structure that we live in.
Right.
So, the people that represent us within the parliament, our people have to understand that there is no specific qualification you need to have. There is no person that there is not a group of people that should be entitled to that, or a specific type of you need to come from a certain family or class. No, we need someone that is going to relate the information to the people, get it on that level and bring it to the people in a manner that they can understand the system that they live in, that they can understand what a parliamentarian does,
right,
how a parliamentarian represents you. That's what's important. And I believe that you know, I do have a program. I do believe I do have a platform, but I believe that we need someone that is going to relate the information, get people to understand, and make them to know that you too can contribute. Right. Everybody ain't gonna run, but it doesn't mean that who didn't run don't have an idea, don't have a purpose, don't have a passion for this country. And just how you keep in contact with them on every 4 years for election, there needs to be some form of medium where these people can contact you at any time and don't have to be brushed off by a meeting or I have this set times. Make it a priority. Just how you're available during election time is the same way. And I think that in and of itself will get people to have confidence in you. People need to know that they can trust you. You understand? And that's another thing. You need to prepare yourself for going into parliamentary election, to represent your people in parliament. You need to prepare yourself for that. You see, there's a harsh reality. And when you pay attention to the blogs, and I'm running a full Facebook campaign, and when you pay attention to the questions being asked, and when you pay attention to the comments, and the salary is an issue, and they try, I mean, you realize nobody are truly concerned about the problems that are going to make a difference in this country. Eh? We are focused on the salary and the this and the that, but you cannot avoid the fact that people are looking at that too, because it's transparent that the salary is about $10,000 a month for a parliamentarian. Okay, and truth of the matter is that's a lot of money. But then ask yourself a question. Are you going to elect somebody who is not accustomed to a lifestyle of that? When you take somebody, you and I both know, because I ain't start on top, I start from the bottom. Now we're here. Yeah. You understand? And when you get an increase of $150 on your salary, that might have been a mistake. When they try to take that back, your lifestyle automatically changes. Can you imagine giving somebody an increase on a salary of $15,000? And they are not accustomed to that lifestyle? What part of the country can they be clear about? Yeah. How do you expect that person to have country at heart? Yeah. You understand? If you and you stood up 2 years into it, you're going to start thinking, oh my goodness, my salary going to go back down to $3,000, $2,000, if that much, because our people are not even making that much money these days. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So from the time you got 2 years in there, you start to think, oh my goodness, the term almost over. If I don't get re-elected, then I'm going to lose this lifestyle. And how you expect the people to have country at heart? Yeah. You electing somebody that is not prepared. If you have somebody who ain't budgeting their finances within their household, look at somebody and how they live every day, how they treat the people around them every day. That's how you vote. Yeah. Don't vote for what they could give you now. Don't vote for because they have the fact that you could offer me even to a $50 to get into government. What in there so good that you want? What it have in there that you willing to take your money? I'm sorry, I'm not buying a bed. I ain't giving a soul my money. As work for it.
That's right.
And I'm not ashamed about that. You work too. What you gonna do? What I will do is try to create a system, try to implement laws that are going to position our people to buy their own bed. Right. That's why I go.
And you see, that's why she's a fire starter. But okay, now why is for you, because this is the first time you're running and you've chosen the UP party, why is this party the vehicle, the right vehicle for you?
Why is it the catalyst to taking this country to where we need to be?
Yes.
Okay. I'm fair. And I'm a realistic person. I've made some mistakes along my road, and I've tried to learn from everyone. Right. And I'm too new to be here bashing anybody. First of all, that's not my mission. But I'm wise, and so is our kids. You can see progress. Right. You can see greatness. You can see intelligent people wanting to do good things, but for some odd reason don't have the ability to get it done. You understand what I'm saying? No, I want to be able to be a part of progress. If he say he was going to expand and do something with a harbor where we're going to have more than one ship coming and they're going to have a bunch of ships coming in, he do it.
He did it. He did it.
If he had a vision about our boardwalk that we call boardwalk today, when I was growing up, it was a bunch of rocks next to the hospital, next to the stores that were up on Front Street, right. The stores that were catering just to Front Street. Yes. You understand? And if he said, listen, we could do something with that, drop a slab of concrete straight across it, and we're going to be able to offer more jobs, we're going to have restaurants. I don't care who the restaurants are, what the situation is. He do it?
He did it.
Okay.
All right.
If he said, you know something, just to cater to the traffic in the airport area, because you see, people don't understand. When you come off a plane as a tourist, and the first thing you encounter is traffic, it screams something about the return of that visitor.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, no, the bridge wasn't there to stop the traffic for the complete island, but he had a vision to drop a slab of concrete within our lagoon, and it's going to help eliminate some of the traffic. Mm-hmm. And you know something? It does. When I could come from St. Peter's and drive over at Peter's Hill, minutes. And in 15, 20 minutes I am at the airport, if they ain't helping nobody else, thank you very much, Mr. Captain, it worked. He said he was going to do it. Did he do it?
He did it.
Now tell me why I should follow another leader. Yes, he's my friend.
And by the way, he also said he was going to upgrade our festival village and take us out of the mud.
I wasn't trying to show off. I wasn't trying to show off. I was just answering your question.
Did he do it?
He did it.
All right, he did it.
You see the hospital?
Yes.
Wait for it.
And you see the Performing Arts Center?
Wait for it.
Okay. Now, that answers the question why you're running. There's so many different issues on the country right now. You've touched on a lot of them, but on the campaign, is there one or two that really stick out for you that you really want to get over to our people?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm new here, so I ain't trying to fool nobody and make them think I come in to change the world. But get 2 or 3 or 4 more of me up in here. Trust me, we're going to change this country. There are so many things, and thanks to my experience in the chamber and my experience in having my own company and now working for my dad and the little experience I had in the private sector, one of the things that always get to me, and that's one of the type you see that my business is one where I have a passion for.
Right.
And one of the things that I would like to contribute to is the decrease in the percentage of unemployment. Now, it even in our governing plan, and it's in every manifesto. But the thing that I fail to see is an execution plan to reducing the unemployment percentage. And so in order for me to even start to deal with that, I have to recognize how do we get there. And so for that reason, that is the one thing that I want to focus in, using, of course, my execution plan from the economic affairs, because that's where create jobs. You see, people often believe that you say unemployment, you think labor. No. Economic affairs is where we're going to create the jobs. So I have an interest in the economic affairs. Right. Education. There is a missing link between our education and our business here. You see, when you see education, when you say education, people tend to think you're immediately talking about being a teacher. Yeah. Automatically, because you are an educator, you have the right plan and you can do what has to happen in education. But in our reality and through my research, so and I'm going to say it again, through my research, because I know genius. I went and I asked a lot of questions. I've been calling everybody and asking questions, visiting people, speaking to them, trying to understand what it is about our education system that is so far away from the business. Right. You understand what's wrong? And it boils down to, as much as people think that the politicians, and I'm still trying to wrap my head about calling myself a politician, but it does not come down to the politician and how much he can speak or what he can say or she can say to make you believe that they got an education on lock. It's the management of the education. Yeah.
Good luck. Bring it home.
Thank you.
Tune in to Update at 12:15 on Mondays and 5 p.m. on Wednesdays on SOS Radio, and on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. on 102.7 FM.